G'day, I'm Matty Black. I'm here to talk to you about this guitar I recently purchased, the Caraya from Haze Guitars. I needed a replacement for my Line 6 Variax because, as you know, anybody who's used the AC700s, you can't get parts anymore, and I broke one of my guitars. I did get a replacement, but I'm doing a music festival and I need something a bit more versatile and something that I knew I could rely on because I've got a venue hop during that festival. So I thought I would just do a rundown on this guitar because the videos from the supplier really didn't have all the information that I needed. So I thought I'd put together this video for everybody out there, and hopefully the guys who sell these guitars here in Australia might be able to send me a few more and I can do a few more reviews for them. I'm going to run through the sounds it can produce with the piezo and the humbuckers, which can also be coil tapped. I'm using Cubase. The only effects I'll put on is a small reverb that comes with the Yamaha interface that I got. For the electric sounds, I'm going to use Amplitude 4. I think the basic presets in that will give everyone a really good idea. So the guitar arrived a few days after I ordered it. I actually ordered the harder case. Upon arrival, I found the action was a bit too high for my liking. I took a bit off the saddle bridge. Just be careful if you do this, as you can get fret buzz, and that's a lot more apparent when you're using like an acoustic style PSO guitar like this. I will say I did have a PRS hollow body guitar, and I feel like this guitar is very close to that. That's the closest guitar I've owned. The neck feels really nice. Like, I really like it, especially compared to the AC700. It's very similar. I think any Fender player will like it. Headstock, not everyone's gonna like that. I actually really like it because it still gives the essence that it's an acoustic guitar, which is really important for a lot of my shows, because a lot of the stuff I do is instrumental acoustic, and I do sometimes a whole gig acoustic, sometimes I switch between acoustic and electric depending on where I'm playing. So I really like that it looks like an acoustic guitar. That's fairly important to me. Any issue I will say I really had was I got feedback on some of my high gain patches. I did modify some of them on the spot and it was mostly fine, but a lot of my gigs I have to be too close to my speaker, so that could be an issue. I'll probably still use my electric when I get stuck in that situation for the songs where I use that. Overall value for money, I don't think you're going to get a better guitar, especially with this kind of versatility. Most of the guitars that have these capabilities are in the $2,000 price range, in Australia at least anyway. This was just over $500, a little bit more to get the soft case. I also got a little chocolate bar sized amp modeling pedal with it, which I do want to talk about later. So anyway, there's the rundown. Hope you guys like it. are the factory strings. I'd probably change them. I think I could even go heavier. They're still not quite worn in yet, and I'm in a very hot room, so if there's any tuning discrepancies, it's my fault. Any fret buzz also caused by me lowering the bridge myself, because I didn't have time to get it into expert to do it. So I've got the guitar plugged in. I've got it switched over to the electric mode now. Tone pop full up. Once again, it's the same signal chain as I was using with the acoustic. Neck pickup. There's that. Now I'm going to switch over to amplitude and run through it through a bit of an electric sound, I guess. The neck pickup. Middle pickup. And bridge pickup. Coil tap, neck pickup. Coil tap, both pickups. there's the clean sounds. I'm gonna move to some dirty sounds now. Anyway, I hope you liked my review. I'll put some links to where you can purchase these in the comments, and let me know if you've got one or if you want me to review the 12 string, because they do the same guitar in 12 string. So I'll be looking forward to doing that. And as I said, I'll be reviewing this tiny little pedal that I got from them, which is actually a modeler where you can load your own IRs in. I've just got to figure out how to use it properly before I do that. But yeah, no worries.